What should be my last level?
Okay, hello and welcome, Mad Mage. We're live on stream now as we begin tonight's session, this morning's session. Depending on where you live, I suppose. Very early morning.
This present moment session.
This is the session of this 24-hour period.
Last we left off, the party picked up within the Mad Wizard's tower, having found their way through a southern door of a prismatic, colorful wall. Found out they went the wrong way, and searched the rest of the level. Battling some Ultraloths, finding the spell-jamming helm, finding that futuristic brew on that first level. The party all has the ability to time stop that drank it. Did I make it? I need to make a debuff for that. Who actually drank it?
I think
Despite its
everyone
unappealing
drank it.
name and odor.
Consumables, potion. Okay, I made a debuff. I don't think Portia drank it. Giles, you drank it?
Yes.
Maitake?
I drank it, yeah.
Buffed you with it twice. Nanok?
Yeah. No, I did drink it.
Fail safe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I thought one of you abstained, but perhaps not. Drinking the time stop potion from a demi-lich. Her name again. I need to go find it. But she offered you just the one potion, telling you that Halaster, just a few floors above, but Trobriand, still a challenge you are to face before him. She was enslaved by him, and we got cut off at a very funny moment, where Giles was going to potentially continue that servitude, and Maitake questioned it with freedom. But we'll figure out what we do when we come back to the actual Wizard's Tower. The party made their way back into the lower levels, floor 23. Finding their way out of the tower, back into the Undermountain. We end at one hallway the party had not traversed just yet. Winding hallway of mirrors. Not mirrors, portraits. Let me find the description of this room too. The arcane display, here it is. 20-foot high arched ceilings. Radiant crystal chandeliers levitating near the ceiling, illuminating the whole area. Paintings line the walls. They come in any size and in gilded frames. You can see the paintings look exactly as on them. Where is it? Half of them are Halaster portraits. And there's a good amount of them. So hundreds of Halaster portraits. Looking as determined as ever in his robe of eyes. About a quarter of them are portraits of other wizards. And the remainder appear to be the animals with small heads. Badger head, mouse head, rabbit head, bird head, fish head, so forth. All of the eyes in the paintings on Halaster's robes follow the party as they walk about.
Vanity,
Hmm.
vanity, vanity.
That is what you see. And that is where we pick up. I'll throw it to all of you.
If he thinks that's creeping us out, does he not remember what we've been through? What one would have to have gone through to get down here? I mean, some eyes staring at you from paintings. It's hardly bringing out the big guns, is it?
Hmm. Still creepy nonetheless.
I think he just likes looking at himself.
Yes. Are they literally the same picture, just repeated?
Oh no. They're all
They're just
slightly different,
Okay.
but just slightly.
Do they have plaques or anything? They're just all pictures.
They're gilded and framed.
But they don't have like a text plaque or anything.
No.
Huh.
You can
Well,
ascertain that a lot of
context.
them are former apprentices.
Yes. I recognize some faces. There's Muriel up there.
Former, actually. None of the current ones are up there.
Right. But I can gather that that's what they are.
Is it
Not a
Muriel
formal.
technically a formal now?
Oh, that's true. Is
Well,
there a freshly painted one of Muriel?
It hasn't been updated since you all have made your way through the Undermountain.
Hmm.
Well, as wonderful as these candid shots of Halaster are, we have 3 doors to choose from. Or is it just...
No,
We
you
haven't
guys
really-
have been through these. The northern door
We-
you've been
yeah.
through, you found a shield.
Oh, that's
that
right.
had the
Oh, shield
angel in it.
No more.
The other door, leads to Arcturia and the portal to the fungal Myconid colony. And then to the south is the path you've not traveled.
And right to the south. I'm not scared of some unwanted gaze. I get more of that than you'd think.
Start to make your way down the hall. If you'd like, you can roll a stealth check.
I do have Pass Without Trace on, I believe.
You have it up right now?
Yeah. I think I did it from last week.
If you want to have Pass Without a Trace up right now, that is fine. I see your concentration on it, so probably correct.
Oh, I rolled before it, so that's a 19.
Everybody give me a stealth check.
Still there.
Do I have it?
Come on, little stealth boy.
I believe Portia's in heavy armor. Yes, she has disadvantage. To the
I
27.
shouldn't have rolled at disadvantage, but I rolled a 2, so I don't think it's gonna get any worse.
Oh, I didn't have the plus 10. Oh, because Nox doesn't have the buff.
Your 32 did not have the plus 10, Maitake, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You're insane.
Dude,
42.
was he ever really here?
How do you guys know?
Giles.
Nobody knows.
19.
Did we start forgetting him for a 42? I got a 19, so that didn't add the 10.
Do we start forgetting?
I don't think there's any conceivable method that I could perceive him. I probably have the highest perception.
23.6. The party tries to make noise, but as you step, every bit of step is hushed by Maitake's presence. As you peer around this next corner, you're not loud enough to alert the 7 flame skulls that float and dance in the next room. Pillared room. Before we get into this combat, though, let's update you guys to level 18.
Yeah.
And we are not long resting. We're just leveling up. Make sure you're updated on D&D Beyond for me right now. And is anybody ready to actually do the import?
I am, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you thought Giles was cowardly before, watch him when he has cantrip Misty Step.
Giles, it looks like the only thing you're missing is a first level spell. And 8 out of 17 hit dice. So I think that's and you're at 109 out of 121. What is that? 121 minus 109. You have 12 HP missing. Eight out of 17 and minus 1 first level. Let's just import you and then keep those updated. Eight out of 17 becomes 9 out of 18. You've only used 1 first level spell. Everything else looks good.
Nice.
98 health. Alright. Good to go. Nanok the Bronze.
Yes, I am ready for level up. Speaking of, the only thing I gained as far as memory serves was another invocation. I can now turn myself invisible at will.
You're at full health.
Yep.
Don't have any spell slots missing. 1 spell slot missing. Hit dice. You're full. Okay.
Yep. The only thing I think I used was a few uses of chromatic resistance. That's it.
Easy enough. And there is your update. 18 levels into Warlock. Not the Nanok we used to know. Failsafe.
Oh.
Yep.
Level 18, ready for import.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Anything special you get?
Nope.
You're at 132 out of 174.
And all of my spells
42
stop.
HP missing.
0 lay on hands.
Hit dice are full. Spell slots are also full.
Surprisingly full.
No uses of anything. Okay, it looks good to me. There's the update. Let me hit you for 42 damage.
Sit.
I need to go level Portia up.
Yep.
Maitake.
Yep. Just a level 2 spell slot.
Level 2 spell slot used. Hit dice, good. Features, all good. What did we get for level up? And are we ready?
I am ready, and I got Spirit Guardians, basically.
Very nice. Okay, there we go. Spells all updated. Mark off that spell slot, but that's about it. And full health. With that, I will level up Portia. But the party rounds the corner. And they can see what looks to be a group of flame skulls floating in the hallway. Green flames illuminating pillars.
No, that's not good. I don't actually see them. That's a problem.
I see.
Guy,
I could.
there's some floating
Oh.
skulls at the end of this hallway.
I will give Giles this. Eyes of Night.
Oh.
300 Dark Vision!
Amazing.
I can share it with everyone, actually. So I'll share it with the rest of them.
Nanok
Token
has a silly question.
vision goes up to 300.
Can you see Nanok?
No.
Nope.
Perfect. Working then.
Do you want this buff? This boon? I guess not. Okay, Portia, here you go. It's...
Darn it.
Great, thank you.
Exact moment I removed it.
Okay, give it to Nanok. Give it to Nanok. Here you go, Nanok. 300 feet of dark vision.
Right, well, it appears we have the drop on them. What's our opening gambit?
I could start shooting. I mean, that's my entire job.
Can I do a we've fought flame skulls before? Do I remember what, if any, sort of resistances they have? Are they resistant to magic?
You guys have fought them quite a few times. Just throw me an Arcana check.
What does your wizardly brain tell you, Giles?
You know quite well. Flame skulls are immune to cold, fire, poison, resistant to lightning, necrotic, and piercing.
Does that leave?
Wow, that's a lot of resistances.
Force? It wasn't on the list?
Force was not on the list.
Let's see, can I reflavor something? Psychic, was that on the list?
No, psychic works.
Okay. Oh, yes, yes. I can do. Oh, disintegrate is what kind of damage? It's force damage, isn't it? Disintegrate, yeah. I could do a chain lightning, but re-flavored with force damage. See if I can shatter them all apart as an opening gambit. Do we see exactly how many there are? You said 7?
It's a room full of them. It looks like about a half dozen, yep.
Take your positions. I think this is our best shot. I can upcast it. I can hit. Ugh. I can hit all of them if we really want, but I can hit at least 5, 6 of them.
Even if they all nat 20'd, they wouldn't be able to spot you all coming. You get a surprise round.
Let's go.
So, starting from that corner, we're going to roll into initiative for just the party. You guys can all act one round of combat before we roll their initiative.
Oh, finally. You could just roll low once for me, might I?
No. I think I literally. Yeah, I don't think yeah. Even if I did like a normal roll, like 7, I would still have 20.
You have a
Alright.
plus 13. You would have to roll really low to be low. Fail safe, give me an initiative real quick.
I have
We're
a
about to jump some flame
stupid
skulls.
high lag right now.
Oh no, you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
3,456.
I don't know what's going on.
You have a
Jump
VPN
things
on.
compared to what Miko used to have sometimes. Like
I turned it off.
38,000.
I remember those days.
Sometimes you have to
Because-
exit the program more
Maybe.
than just turn it off.
Let's see. Here. You guys can start with them. I'm gonna try resetting my computer, see if it helps.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then let's get into it. Top of the round, Maitake. Party sneaks up on a group of flame skulls, floating in a hallway, filled with portraits. Now, mind you, the portraits look expensive. It would be a shame to ruin them.
Hey,
Excellent not to come back to.
hey, Giles.
Yes?
Could I ask for a pick me up?
What order could we do this in then? Would it not be best for me to do that on the first round? Well, no, that's a bit meta. Would it not be best to do that once we've all made our opening gambit?
Hmm.
Don't want to miss my opportunity with them all clustered together like this.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's start shooting them. Do I favorite foe this? Whatever. I'll just not. Okay.
You knock back the oath bow.
So wait, assassinate makes it crit, right? No matter what.
I
Get
don't
advantage
know
on
all of your features, so let's see. Assassinate.
this
Hey.
one. You advantage on it rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet. Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is critical.
The whole grouping of them are surprised. If you hit, you will critically hit.
All right. Okay. I'll. How many can you hit, Giles? By the way.
It doesn't matter. Kill as many as you can.
Oh, that's the thing. If he can hit like 6, then I'll hit those 6. Just to. Actually, I don't really know what the HP is.
You have sharpshooters, so it doesn't matter too much on line of sight, but some of them are a bit out. You can easily see 4 of them.
Okay. Oh, I'll hit those guys then. Oh, where's the thing? Here. Okay. Let him rip.
Nat 20.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Now-
crit doesn't really hurt.
Normally they would take... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, they just take half.
Hmm.
Because it's piercing.
Which is
Piercing.
piercing.
Okay. Yeah, I guess a sneak attack that.
First shot getting loose down the hallway. 15 and 27 damage. Half to 7 and 13. 20 damage onto one flame skull.
I guess I'll just keep pumping this guy then.
Keep pumping them. He's still alive.
Keep bumping him.
That is another hit. Count as a
And
critical
another
hit.
crit.
This is a crit. 19.
9 damage.
Yeah, I'll just keep pumping him. This one is the...
Another crit.
Wow, I'm getting crits to now and I don't need the crits?
Guaranteed crit. Either way,
And then Dread Ambusher is...
7 more damage.
Dread Ambusher is... roll 1d... No, 2d8. What?
You rolled D2, D8.
Yeah.
2d8. There we go, sorry. And that's
Good.
Dread Ambusher damage.
Dread Ambusher damage would just be weapon damage, yes? Of the weapons damage
Yes.
type, yep.
Yes.
Which is also halved. It's still alive.
God damn. Okay. Alright, that's my turn.
All shots pumping into one flame skull. Giles, surprise round.
I'm going to damage switch a chain lightning to force damage. I can't upcast it because I don't have any force damage in higher levels. So the 6th level chain lightning, but it's with force damage, and I will hold it. I'll ask everyone to leave this one. Oh no, sorry, that's the one he's been. Yeah, the one in the middle. Leave that one to me, and then I will hold the spell until everyone else has had their shots at them.
Okay.
Just gonna let you know, you should probably release it off, because I'm gonna cast a spell I can't cast any other way, and you won't be able to see him anymore.
Oh. All right, I let it fly. Hit this middle one, and it hits all 3 around it.
Cast it for me if you can. Alright, a chain lightning onto the middle one and arcing to the 3 around it here.
It's sort of just a ripple through the air that just like causes condensation to form at its wake as it like heads over there, because it's just a force differential, like a pressure differential, as opposed to a lightning bolt. That's dex saves for all of them.
3 failures, 1 success.
Alright, here's the damage.
That's some good damage.
42 force damage.
Transmuting it to force, 42 finishes those 3. Half damage on one that does dodge someone out of the way.
They pop like balloons. Bonus action, move Reams 30 feet forward. And that's my turn, thank you.
I think Portia is simply going to dash for the surprise round, getting
Darn
up
it.
front. Nanok. What are you trying to do?
Oh. Well, to spoil it, I was going to try to cast Maddening Darkness, as this is the one situation I could do it.
Can
But
still do it.
then I get Portia in it.
Can you not angle it like at the back of the room?
It's a 60-foot sphere.
Oh,
I could move further down this way, and I can get an angle down the hallway.
Yeah. Sure. You can.
yeah.
Just gonna make sure. Oh yeah,
Oh
comfortably.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, Nanok's still going to do it, even though there's only 3 flame skulls left. Just because he's not going to cast it any other time in this dungeon.
You can also yell at her to back off for a minute. But I
Portia,
think that you
don't run any closer.
should be good to hit that area.
As a wall of darkness just appears right in front of her. You can vaguely hear maddened cackling from the other side.
Oh, they should have advantage on this. I'm going to roll just one more time for the whole set. Alright, 2 of them succeed. The 2 in the middle. First and last one will fail, so top to bottom, that is going to be the 2 top and bottom fail. The 2 in the middle succeed. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
8d8 psychic damage as maddening laughter fills the halls and darkness spills around every corner. 39 psychic. Finishes the one to the south. Badly wounds the one on the north. Half damage to the ones in the middle. This one also dies. How long does the darkness last?
10 minutes or until I dispel it.
Very cool. I
Oh,
guess the only downside to that is that's not really a surprise round spell, actually.
That is more of a they start
When a
their
creature
turn.
starts their turn. Which means that damage didn't go out yet. It's a surprise round. I'm gonna revert.
surprise!
That is a surprise.
Because they're downed. I need to fix their health here. Alright. 39. This one took 2. He was only at 2 HP. This one took 19. And this one was full health. So that's if they get to the start of their turn.
Yeah.
Fail save. Seth, has your game loaded?
Working on it.
It has not, then?
Yeah.
Nah.
Alright. Do you know what you would do on your first turn of combat?
Run up and try whacking the closest skull.
Just gonna let you know. To get there at this moment will put yourself in danger.
You can dash up to the darkness.
Oh, hell yeah.
But now nobody can see into the darkness.
And unless they have Devil's Sight, they can't see either.
You
Oh, I
let
have
me
it.
worry about what they can see.
Oh no.
Don't you worry about blank. Let me worry about blank.
That's my job.
Alright, fair. Fair. I'll shut up.
If I can't see anything, I'll just start taking disadvantage, flails.
You want to run into the darkness yourself?
Nah, I'll just wait on the outside of it. I thought about it,
Alright,
but I'll
then.
just... wait,
Your
ready in
surprise
action.
round is spent on the outside.
There's a line you can cross that takes bravery to stupidity, and it is that black darkness that you can see
Yeah.
right there.
The top of combat. I'm gonna roll for you, fail safe. I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Maitake. Darkness envelops the room.
I don't think I can do anything.
You did see where they were. You could do a disadvantage attack. Just taking pot shots into the darkness.
Sure. Let me get rid of. Oh, I don't have. Wait, where did? Well, I don't want sharpshooter on this. On these.
I don't think you have it on right now.
Yeah, I don't think I have it on. I'll just try going at this guy. Can I even target him?
Yeah, it's just disadvantage.
Oh, there we go.
That'll hit.
Cool. Low roll. Oof.
Half damage as he is resistant. One arrow slams into something in the darkness. 28 hits.
An arrow. Oh my
Half
god.
damage again. Total of 8 into that one.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna hide behind this corner. And call it.
Ashfear. Once again, your turn comes around. You're standing at the edge of the darkness. You can see pretty much just a big wall in front of you of black. But you know the flame skulls are within it.
I will just ready in action to attack if they come out.
Ready to attack? Sounds good to me. Giles.
And that'll be it, yeah.
Yes, I would like to roll a fireball from my staff into that room.
Go for it.
Oh, do I not have? I must have had to add that separately. I just got to quickly add it. I don't have that spell. It's just on the item.
You don't have fireball?
No. I have it. I have a wonderful. I have a wonder fireballs, and I have the spell, the staff, which also does fireball. But I actually don't have the spell.
I'm surprised you don't have it though. You get rid of it for something else along the way?
No, I think it's like I have had it on the character sheet, but it's maybe not on my D&D Beyond, so I lose it when we level up or something.
Ah.
Okay, it's in now, and the one that comes out the staff is a 7th level.
Yeah, you should make sure that all of the spells that you have on your spell book are in your D&D Beyond.
Yeah, on the staff as well.
The staff I care less about. Your spell book, you need to know what you have written in there. The staff
The only
can
reason,
go to.
I know I don't have fireball in there. The reason I don't have it in there is because it's a staff. I haven't added. So what I should do is add all the spells I have on the staff as well. So I have.
Yeah, but I
access to
feel like Giles has learned or has had fireball along the way. No.
No, I've always had like a staff or a wand. I've been using something else to cast it, and my third level damage spell innately is lightning bolt.
Oh, okay. Well, that works then. As long as it's not in your spell book, that's all I'm wondering.
Alright, it's not letting me drop the template for some reason.
And you can spend your excess gold to expand that spell book too, get all that done.
Good. Yeah, I'm putting it back here, but I don't have the measured templates. I'm gonna try and get those 4 in a fireball.
Why does it say the requested item no longer exists?
Yeah. Did I cast it again?
Seventh level?
Yeah.
That's off the staff?
Yes.
How many charges does that use on the staff?
7 charges. It's just the default fireball from that is 7th level. Takes 7 charges.
Alright, we just gotta keep track of those charges. So
Yeah,
43, 20-foot radius. Can hit all of them just fine. Just gotta do their save. Hit damage for me, Giles. $40 damage. The one on the north and the one in the middle save for half. Is this... Wait, fire? Did you change it?
Yeah. Oh my god. What an
Oh,
idiot.
okay.
Yeah. I was sitting here like
Nothing
throwing
happens.
fire at the fire skulls.
Well,
Didn't he say that it was immune to fire?
even Giles knew that. But, you know,
Yeah.
taking my hand off the piece now. Unless you would allow me to do something.
No, fireball goes off. That's great.
Okay.
The flame
Oh.
skull starts his turn in here. Now, this one did die to the damage. I know that. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off here. As the
They're
Maddening
resistant or
Darkness-
immune to fire?
They're immune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one is dead to the Maddening Darkness. Portia is not going to go in there either, so she'll ready an action. Nanok.
Well, just gonna. Ooh. I just noticed there's a new graphic if you're concentrating on a spell. Right in your character sheet. Alright. I didn't have that open anyway. 100 feet. Oh yeah, I can hit him. Alright. Nanok is just gonna... Yeah. Because Nanok can surprisingly still see them. He's gonna pick out this unharmed one, trying to hide behind a pillar with some Eldritch Blasts.
Hide? They were just dancing. You guys are assaulting them. Let's not start setting narratives. But as you...
He conveniently disappears behind the pillar every now and then.
No, go ahead. What do you do?
Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Oh, wait, deselect the dragon. Eldritch Blast.
You will have a little bit of AC from cover, but go for it.
Yep.
They aren't too hard to hit.
Here's... This will also tell me whether or not they can see me. Do I have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Perfect.
28 will hit. $29 will hit.
Six damage.
28 also hits. 3 shots. 3 hits as they shoot into the darkness. Max damage on that one.
And last Eldritch Blast. And damage. And Nadok will just wait patiently and end his turn.
This flame skull. Double check. Roll up here. Dude. It was after the chain lightning. 39 damage. Double check. What was there? In the middle saved, so this one saved for half on that. Does finish him off anyway. This flame skull failed. Dies to the maddening darkness. This flame skull, even on half, dies to the maddening darkness. Pretty good surprise round. Combat comes to an end. Portia and Failsafe getting no action.
Nadok will keep that wall up just long enough for him to approach and confirm there's nothing left alive in there. And then the darkness dissipates.
The darkness fading. Portia looks over and sighs. What? That wasn't very fun. What happened?
Asmodeus has given me a gift of terrible power. And this was the one and only opportunity I could see to use it.
As you step into the room, one spot on the wall different than the others. Shield. Another shield.
Another shield?
Is it evil?
It looks to be an ordinary shield, worth a good 7,500 gold.
So, I do like a
It's a
history check.
golden shield encrusted with gemstones.
Oh, if you don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Giles, you can roll an Arcana check. It's DC 18.
I would not mind holding on to it.
My plus is an 8.
My plus is an 18. Giles, you immediately stop yourself from grabbing what is an obvious arcane trap.
Can I get any sense of what kind of trap? Is it runic or just...
You can see there are runes on the shield that give it the magic ability to trap a creature inside of it. Much like the Planetar and the Pit Fiend. This is one ready to catch a creature.
Do I surmise it probably triggered by just touching it, or do I have to... I just have to find out.
You're pretty sure just on a 37, just a touch will trigger the spell, at which point you'll have to make a wisdom save or be sucked within it.
Does it look like 15 pounds or more, or less?
I mean, it's golden and encrusted with gems, but let's see. How heavy is a shield? 6 to 14 pounds.
In gold,
A rectangular
is like,
shield typically weighs 6 to 14 pounds. Yeah, we'll say it's under 15.
Oh, sweet. I will in that case. I'm trying to recall if we have anything in the portable hole that I could wrap this in. Probably some tarp or
Does
an old
shields have
tent.
weight in inventory? Their weight in the inventory. 6 pounds? Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Why not just stick it on a stick? A really long stick.
Oh, because I can use my mind, and I will just use telekinesis with the mage, the invisible mage hand, but it'll look like telekinesis. And I will slowly lower it into actually, first off, I'll open the portable hole. I'll take out an old tent. I'll lay the fabric from it down, and then I'll have the fucking hand place the shield on it, and then I'll have the hand like parcel it up and
Nicely
release the whole
wrap
thing.
up the shield.
Yeah,
It
nobody
is.
touch that.
It is a
I'll
beautiful
explain why.
shield, worth a good amount.
Hmm. So if we throw this at a creature,
My God, no, that's devious. I quite
Yeah.
adore that suggestion.
and that
That's what I
would
was thinking.
very simply remove any. Well, not guaranteed, of course. I imagine there's some method of resisting it.
Nanok, you look at the wall, one of the larger paintings. You see Halaster throwing a shield at a pit fiend.
Oh man.
My head canon just imagines Halaster throwing the shield like a frisbee, just trying to play
Absolutely.
catch with the
Cloak billowing, frisbee pose, hand outstretched, the shield flying straight for its face, its hands just like, no, as it comes flying at it.
Oh.
And then the next picture is Halaster like holding the shield aloft with a new gem that looks like an angry pit fiend in the all triumphant like.
You see another one where he's sneaking up on a planetar. Stealthing from behind it, tiptoeing with the shield in hand.
I'm starting to get the impression that Halaster is something of a prankster, like a just a miscreant. Look, he's sneaking up with that grin on his face.
If I have to give Halaster credit for anything, that does look like a lot of fun.
We have a more immediate concern, by the way. I recall from our previous incursions with these flame skulls that they do not stay dead. Am I? I believe I'm correct in this.
Is a point.
I don't have. I mean, I do have the magic to probably dispel all of them, but
I have 4 flasks
oof.
of holy water. I'll just use one.
Oh,
Portia
Oh.
pulls out an aspergillum
That will.
and we'll start to sprinkle holy water.
Yeah. We'll start kind of moving bits of skull and ash, as some of them were disintegrated. Just kind of in a nice, neat pile, so Portia doesn't have to work all that hard to get them.
oh, that was handy.
Always keep holy water on you.
Yeah.
Yes, I shouldn't say handy. I should say competent. Well done, Portia.
I mean, that definitely serves better than Nanok's idea.
What was that?
I was going to eat them.
That's your solution to everything?
Now it's. Well, I had to spell magic, of course, but
Well,
I
I'm
was
just
wondering
wondering.
how well they'd survive in a dragon's stomach.
Yeah, I mean that is a fair point. It probably would have worked, but I can't imagine the indigestion.
They rejuvenate and just start blasting.
Yeah, they would be. That would be a I'd be feistier than your average taco, I would say.
That is why I did not bring it up until after we found a solution. I knew it was a terrible idea.
You see some
In
more
a pinch, it may have
doorways
worked.
and a curving
Oh, I
hallway.
could have just zapped you with a shocking grasp as they blew you up from inside, and you'd have never actually died.
But then I have to sit and
Somebody's windows
pepper.
crashed.
God damn it,
Oh.
what an update.
Then I'd have to sit in eternity with flame skulls trying to murder me from the inside, and a friend keeping me alive on the outside.
Well, no, just wash it down with some holy water and you'd be all right. But then we'd be really rather where we were in the first place.
Well, I figured I'd mention this now. Be glad there's a dragon making decisions and not the kobold.
Yes, right.
Because a kobold probably would have just done that.
That's a long hallway to be nothing. Wand of secrets, I wave it.
Which way? The
Oh,
south?
we already been through here.
Oh, there's a door to the south.
Oh, that
and
is
then-
right. Yeah, it just
And then it
looked like
curves as well there.
Door to south, doors
Um,
to the north.
but no immediate secrets. Door to the south, double door to the north, and the hallway curves. Some more doorways.
Well, I say we go in methodical order.
Which order is that?
Well, these north doors first. They're right here, after all.
Then I will
What
touch
method is that?
and open the doors.
Well, you don't go from A to F to G to W back to B, do you? You just can go A, B, C, D. Is it methodical? What I'm
Oh.
saying.
Just pull up this so that I can keep track. 11A. Yeah, nothing's locked here or anything. Door opens up, 20-foot high, flat ceilings, square, rectangular room rather. You can see workbenches lining the east and west walls covered with metal scraps, and in the center of the room, a huge scorpion, fully constructed from metal, one of its arms still detached. A workshop.
They're like the same ones we saw creating that magical gate thing.
They are indeed more Scaladars.
Getting close. Any traps? As I look through the door, I like cautiously lean my head in the door.
Well, if the trap is a Skeletor, then I will slowly approach.
See another set of double doors beyond it. No immediate signs of any traps or any issues.
Any interesting equipment for artificery in here? Do an investigation.
Good chunk of equipment. You can see tools lining the shelves, as well as the scraps needed to put some of these creatures together.
Mm-hmm. If there's any like interesting looking whole component, I'll just pocket that. Anything that looks like a little, or a selection of items that would look interesting on a museum display case.
Like the Skeletor?
Do you think it would fit? I did consider it. You know me. Suppose if we dismantled it a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure with your brilliant mind we could put it back together.
Would you help me then? I'll lay out the portable hole and start putting bits of the Skeletor in.
Yeah.
Including these bits over here, which I think are like the repair pieces. There's a couple of them that look like they're the sympathetic one to this. I don't know how long that will take.
We'll pass 20 minutes. The party disassembles the Scaladar.
Perfect. And if nothing else, it's not going to come alive and attack us later.
It might jump out when we open the portable hole next. That'd be fun.
Yeah, a wriggling worm. I'm very scared of that. Now then.
So,
Off we
door
go.
D.
As you
Oh,
shove
sweet
open
mother.
door B, you hear zapping and shocking as we roll initiative.
Oh goodness.
2 large Scaladar guard the other side of the room. And they both roll like shit. 7 and 1 on initiative, not very high. Yeah, they're both at the bottom. Alright, let's go. Maitake, the doors pop open and 2 Scaladar zapping. Lightning shocking from the tips of their scorpion tails and metal pincers.
They are not surprised, right?
They're not surprised.
Cool.
Party just spent 20 minutes disassembling in this room. Escaladar.
Like, what the fuck
Making
are
a
they doing
lot
over
of
there?
noise.
They were looking at their watches on their big pincer forearms, just like, what the fuck is taking them so long?
Hearing
Oh, God,
noises
the
for
horror.
20 minutes already.
They're ripping off our brother's arms.
Can they see me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, was this your car?
Did they? Because I'm invis in darkness.
Are you invisible right now? Then no.
Okay. Alright. Attack 1. Where's my sharpshooter, man?
Gotta buff yourself with it here.
Yeah, let me just find it.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. There you go. Oh.
Oh,
Sorry.
you disable sharpshooter.
Oh. You do it.
Oh, you're the one who just double clicked
Okay,
it
let me
there.
do it.
There you go.
Do it.
This one's.
Do I do another roll for that, or just keep?
No, it's just
Just
10
minus
more
5.
damage if it hits. So, I mean, 25 hits. 10 more damage. Do damage.
Damage. Ew.
18 damage on the first. Let me just make sure. Yeah, full damage on this.
Okay.
$25 will hit.
Normal.
Another 19 damage.
And last one. This is with Dread Ambusher.
Also hits. 22 damage. Very nice.
And sneak attack. And Dread Ambusher's 1d8. There we go.
Absolute powerhouse of damage coming out of the first round as 3 arrows find their mark into the Scaladar.
Then I move all the way back here.
Alright. Giles.
Yep.
Alright. Nothing fancy, I think. I'll get that one with a fireball.
That'll hit. A bolt of flame flies across the room. Enough to shatter the creature. No immunities, right? No resistance, so half damage. Still alive.
Then I will. Yeah. Bonus action. Cantrip. Misty Step. 20 feet away.
Yeah.
It's actually not fun. I will move and then Misty Step, which can get me to like round this corner basically. Like inside the door there. That's my turn.
Very nice, very nice. Misty stepping and running back from the doorway. Nanok.
Right. Nadak is not remotely scared of these things as he might have been prior. So I'm just gonna... I don't think I can kill them. I'm not worried about them running past me, so... Run straight up in melee with the two of them. I'll start with the one on the left. I'll wield the Dragon Slayer.
Surely these guys heal you.
Well, in Nanok's current form, they deal no damage.
He's a
well, their
kobold
lightning
right now.
doesn't.
Right.
20 will hit.
Eleven slashing, 2 lightning, and 5 necrotic.
It takes none of the lightning damage, as you see that start to absorb into it, but you cleave it down nonetheless.
Alright. You'll start swinging at the second.
Natural
That's a
20.
crit.
Ah, perfect.
Bring it down.
Critical.
You see it fully
Critical.
absorb the lightning part of that. You actually see it start to charge the stinger. 15 slashing, 5 necrotic.
Yep. And then Nanok is going to pump an Eldritch Smite into that. And that is also doubled for the crit, right?
It would be.
Critical Smite. So 10d8. Because it was 5d8 for a 5th level.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
Yep. Ah!
What the fuck?
You see the hard exterior of the Scaladar reflect off all force damage.
That. I forgot about
I
that.
just want it to be a little extra disappointing and let you roll it all. It completely bounces off as he's immune to
was
force.
excited how I... Yeah, I'll take that. I'll end my turn.
Fail
Noted.
safe.
Don't do that again.
Wrong thing. I'm not afraid.
You should be.
Gambling with my
waiting.
life is still gambling.
I'm waiting to miss both of these. Just be like, oh, never mind. I was afraid.
You run up to flail Scaladar. What type of damage?
Let's go with acid.
Let's go with acid. 31's gonna hit.
And one more.
Both attacks will hit.
Nice.
Goddamn, that flail hurts. Mostly acid damage, a bit of bludgeoning as the flail, and radiant as the flail slams across the Scalado.
And oh, wow.
24 more. Still alive. 2 good hits.
I've softened him up a bit. Portia, you could probably just like fuck him up.
Spend my turn dashing? I agree. 30 feet. I'll let her get in there to swing. She'll swing twice. Action and bonus action. Natural 1. She says, I should have dashed. Bonus action swing. I think she gets a little extra blessed strike damage. Six damage. She says, next time I'm dashing.
Did you get a bonus action warm cleric thing?
Yes, yeah, for the swing. The Scaladar
He
gets
only
a turn.
second attack.
Right, yeah, that's fair. Oh, yeah, she's not got one.
Ashfear, he'll grab you. 3 attacks, 2 with its claws, 1 with its stinger. We're gonna go for a claw on you, and if he hits you, he'll go for a claw on Portia and try to grapple both of you.
I'm very nimble.
He misses, he goes for a second claw. Oh, he needs a 19 to hit you? Jesus
Yes,
Christ. Yeah,
That's
plus
Nimor's
3.
shield at work, right?
Plus 3 shield gives you plus 5. That is pretty goddamn OP. Integrated protection, fighting style, and plus 1 adamantine plate. 26 to hit. The Scaladar misses with both of those. He goes for a stinger attack. Come on, 19 or 20.
Oh, I thought that was
God.
He misses. Hey, I mean, it makes sense. Portia's a 24, you're a 26. Nanok,
Nanok's
23.
actually got a weaker AC at 19.
19. You're all pretty
Yeah.
tough to hit. Unfortunately, though, the Scaladar misses all attacks. Maitake.
From downtown.
Finish the Scaladar off.
Yep. Sorry.
He certainly can't see you now.
Um,
If you weren't invisible, you're way too.
I'm across the map.
Can't see you either.
19.
These lines of sight are really bad for you guys, design-wise. As an arrow comes flying down, 24 damage.
Bing.
That will end the combat. The room that you have now cleared, you can see the walls, the floors, and the ceilings are covered in 5-foot square tiles. They seem to have been guarding it.
I will wand of secrets again.
There's a secret door along the right wall.
Well, there doesn't appear to be anything here. We might as well leave.
What exactly does the Wand of Secrets do? It reveals a secret. Does it... Let me see here. Points at the right wall. You guys can roll investigations.
Shall do.
28's good enough.
Yeah.
Giles, you find one tile that you're pretty sure is a button to unlock this door. There are many in the room to go through, but with the wand, it's quick and easy to decipher which one to push.
I check for traps.
You know, you think it opens the door. You don't see a trap.
I press it. Now I check for traps.
You see the body of a
That-
frail man lying in dark robes on a stone slab. The man has long, wavy hair and a thick beard the color of iron, and he wears a black metal ring on his left hand.
Mm.
Black metal ring.
Does the man look alive?
He looks to be in some form of a vegetative state. Stasis.
Is there anything nearby that would indicate who he is, or?
Give me a history check. "18 is high enough. While in the Dwemercore Academy, you had seen imagery of Trobriand when he was an apprentice wizard. This is him, lying in stasis on a slab. This is the second apprentice. And he looks incapacitated.
This is who we were sent to deal with.
This guy?
Yes. On the slab. Trobriand.
Alright. And Failsafe rears back with the flail ready to smack him.
Wait.
AC
Are we-
of 12.
Oh, it's just
99 hit points. You start flailing?
You know, for an old man, he's a bit beefy.
Does anyone
Yeah,
stop
Nanook
me?
will help him.
He will
No,
help
wait.
him instead. All right. Yeah. He's prone, unconscious. Advantage attacks, they turn into crits. You don't actually have to roll. Either way, you rolled a
I got the
crit.
crit anyway, B.
You start to beat the metal mage while he is unconscious and prone on a slab. And you beat the hell out of him. Blood begins to drain down the metal slab, and his body is beaten to a pulp. He is effectively dead.
Well-
It is a bloodbath of a show.
Good lord.
Charles just comes out looking pale.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Uh,
Portia's eyes for a second and then looks away.
Nanook will take that black ring.
The ring,
Metal ring.
a black metal ring, located on his index finger of his left hand. It does look magical.
Hmm.
You guys have actually found one of these before, I think. Or were told about them.
Is that one of those command rings?
Command ring for the Scaladars. This one in particular, Trobriand gave them to his apprentices. And this one in particular overrides all others.
Master control ring.
So, one of us puts it on. Any more Scaladars we find on the level.
They become our thralls. Yes. That I'm not gonna lie. That felt a little dark even for us.
And really, it
That-
didn't feel like a level up. Does anyone else feel like a level up? It didn't.
I don't feel like I've leveled up, but I'm
Didn't
not
feel
gonna
like a
lie.
level up.
Ironically, did feel a little too easy. Perhaps there's more to his death. Maybe he's a lich too. We don't know.
I I mean, probably.
Sprinkle some holy water on him, just in case.
You know what? I will. Well, actually.
And Charles is going to go and medicine check the remains, as grisly as that might be. Just
There's
because
no way that was him.
She starts
I
to
don't
scrub
believe
the
it.
walls with holy water. Hear the humming in the other room as the blood drains off the slab. Holy water drips down into the crevices of the tile. No, I think he's dead.
Oh, Giles, you might want to wipe your boot off. You have a little bit of brain on the right there on the lace.
well, I feel as though this is unavoidable. I will prestidigitate thoroughly, and the job is done.
Okay.
I'll only get more brain on it in a second, is what I'm saying.
Do you think maybe Trobriand had his, I don't know, consciousness put into a machine?
Mm. I checked for brain. I mean, was what I had on my foot brain,
Yeah,
and
it was,
in his
yeah.
skull there is brain. Okay, well, in what remains of his skull, that's what remains of his brain.
The first whack was directly to the head.
You know, I can't imagine if you're right, Ashvir, and he is similar to you. No, once a man, now a machine. I can't imagine he'll be best pleased that we made flesh paper mache out of his living. Yes,
Oh, for sure. I'd be pissed as hells.
that's bad form, really.
Yeah. I didn't think that would actually work, but, you know, better safe than sorry.
I
You mean
prestidigitate all the brain.
bashing an old man's skull in while he's
Yeah.
unconscious? You didn't think that would work?
I didn't think it works so well.
Not everything is magic.
I mean,
Yes,
everything we've come across is pretty magic.
Some
Good
things are
as-
just old men sleeping
I
on
made
slabs
Kobold that could
unconscious.
turn into a dragon. That's pretty magical.
Oh god.
But speaking of magic,
I'm just saying, all of you have to live with that murder forever on your hands.
I mean,
I
why,
have
why didn't he wake up?
I don't know, it might have been the
Uh,
flail in his brain.
that is very strange. I will admit that.
Didn't you guys, like, carry out a genocide on a lower floor?
Genocide? Excuse me?
We shouldn't talk too much about the past anymore.
Well, yeah, let's look on to the future.
Still,
Does
genocide is exceedingly uncharitable description of what happened. I mean,
What would you call it?
who?
The,
dragon again?
the dark elf people.
Oh, the drow.
Yeah, those guys.
Giles, I think he
Oh.
tried to populate with some of them.
Oh
No,
god.
no. You have that all wrong.
I just mean that would definitionally mean it's not a genocide if you're attempting to populate, right? Anyway,
That's fair.
past is past.
That's the...
But I
Quick
didn't.
question before Nana strolls further forward. The control ring for the Scaladar, is it an attunement item?
It is not.
Then Nanak will.
You just wear a
put it
black
on for
ring.
safety's
You
sake.
can control all Scaladar.
Yeah, but actually, on that note, should we attempt to rebuild the one we salvaged? Perhaps you can control it.
Well, we could try. Neither of us are artificers.
No, I do have a lot of knowledge and the mending spell, though.
I'm gonna be
Let's
honest.
see if there are any more intact for now.
This ring kind of feels like a trap. I'm not... it was too easy, and I feel like when we run into a Scaladar, it's gonna take control of Nanok.
Mm-hmm.
That would be terrifying. And
That would-
very counterproductive. You make a ring that lets constructs control you. And it was worn by Trobriand?
His living form, anyway. Perhaps in his current form, he has a way of overriding even this master ring. Who knows?
I'll open the door.
Not me.
Two 15-foot tall standing stones are positioned near the west wall of a 20-foot high room. Spanning the wall behind the standing stones is the bas relief depicting an armored dwarf with a great axe fighting a hill giant atop a long, flat bridge.
It's another archway.
What, like a portal?
Maybe.
You guys can roll history checks on the long, flat.
Nanak will choose not to, as it would not make sense for a kobold who's pretty much seen Waterdeep and that's it.
It's not that far from Waterdeep, but it is
Yeah.
a bit away. A bridge located on the River Desserin, connecting Red Larch to the northwest of Waterdeep, or northeast of Waterdeep,
Yeah, I don't know.
along the long road via the stone trail to Jundar's Pass in the High Forest. The bridge, which was also a temple to Moradin, the dwarven god of construction, is a single arc 2 miles long, 400 feet high, made of granite. Roughly 6 pieces. No railings, no barriers. A landmark and a temple to the dwarven god. And this appears to be a stone archway gate with that depiction along the back wall.
Any betting it just goes to the 9 hells anyway?
Can I do some, maybe an arcana to see if there's a way of activating it, or seeing if it is indeed a gate to anywhere, or just a...
No, cast legend lore, you're a wizard. You can't just arcana the answer out of everything.
Don't have legend lore, do I have it in the staff?
I don't know. If you have it in the staff, you can. Otherwise, you don't know much about how to activate anything here. It's not like that would be spelled out in any way.
Well, no, then I'd have to go to the various spell books I have and just quickly learn legend lore.
If you have it in a spell book.
What a chore for a wizard to go through his spell books.
What chore?
Giles is getting complacent. Can't you just say I have legend lore?
Yeah.
It's like, isn't it just somewhere? It's somewhere, isn't it?
It's like the game version of an IOU. Well, I'm going to have it, so I can't just act as if I do.
Let's see.
I do
Not
not
in
have
Muriel's
Let's Go in the
spellbook.
stack.
Not in the Drow spellbook you have. Know that. It's not in Spereth's spellbook. Madgoth's spellbook would not have it either. Halaster's spellbook doesn't really give you that many spells. One of his many. Yeah, I don't think you have legend lore. Badly burnt spellbook. Doesn't
that
have it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of spellbooks, but I don't think you have legend lore.
I do not.
Alright.
Well, bugger.
Nanak will walk up to the pillar and cast the spell. He just kicks the pillar.
That spell only targets shins now.
That is a good point.
Nothing happens.
Regardless, we can't identify it, we could always try to see if there is a way to physically activate it.
Yes, I have been bitten by curiosity at this point.
If I go to the back, can I see like their butts? Like, what would be the back side of that painting?
It's all carved on the back wall, not on
Oh, it's on the back.
not on the
Oh,
stone pillars.
Dang.
Was any secret switches or anything on that fresco?
No secret switches or anything. You guys can roll history checks, as you did already find out how to activate the other one. And now 20. We're just going to give it to Failsafe's crit. As you recall on the previous arc on this level, that one had moss on it, and there was one area where a bit of the moss had been worn away, specifically in the shape of Halaster's rune. Failsafe walks up, traces Halaster's rune onto the arc, and a portal opens. In the middle of the portal, through it, you see a flat stone bridge spanning over a river.
Okay.
It's the desert.
Is anyone there?
Nobody's there at the moment.
Yes, this portal leads to the location depicted on the back wall there.
Well, if nothing else, it's at least an easy way out.
True enough.
Are we gonna go through, or are we gonna leave?
Homebrew? Homebrew? Anyone?
I mean, we're so far into this dungeon, we have to finish what we started, or at least figure out if we actually did kill Trobrand.
I feel like homebrew would just mean like 2 filler episodes, and then the DM will make us fight Halaster somehow.
The DM. Ah, yes, the deity. Not many know of him. Surprised that you are aware.
DMD. Is it Danger Man?
All right.
No, DIEM just means the day.
Ah.
Yes, that's yeah.
It's Latin.
Sounds
It's
good.
from his universe. The language, Latin.
But you do find a potential back door. The portal closes after 1 minute. But a potential way out.
Naduk reaches up for the door, pauses, turns back. You know, I've been opening a lot of doors. I'll let you gamble.
You hear the hum of magical power behind the door.
Wow. Sounds like magical power.
As the
Oh,
door
God.
opens,
That's... Oh, God.
you see 3 pillars, arcing lightning and humming with energy throughout the room. It sounds like you're in the center of a Tesla coil. Across the room, clad in heavy plate, decorated with scaladars about it, an iron golem of a man. If there's even a man within that metal. Trobrand, the second apprentice. Everyone roll initiative.
I was just thinking now is the best time for Patrick to use the "let me solo her" meme from Dark Souls.
Let me solo her.
Not Dark Souls, Elden
That
Ring.
would be hilarious.
Yeah, because
Alright, guys. Let's do a 15-minute break before we do this combat. When everybody's back, we'll get right back into it. The second apprentice, right in front of us.
Are we taking break?
Yeah, we'll do break really quick, and then when we come back, we will fight
Give me a second.
appropriate.
Yeah.
They are mean as well. They like smack you on the ground, and then when you try and get up nearby one of them, they smack you down again as a reaction.
Ooh, sorry about a little bit of an extended break there. My stomach needed it.
That is fine.
We jump into a pretty major combat. Ahead of you, Burbriand, the Metal Mage. We have initiatives on the board. Just need a bit better music.
This is spooky. I like.
Maitake.
I can't see this guy, man. Like,
You simply hear a door open. You hear electricity shocking. You cannot see
Yeah.
anyone yet.
Oh god.
oh, brother. Okay then. Let's go with I can't see. Oh, okay. I can come here. Okay.
Nice of you to join us.
Does assassinate?
Does
Yeah,
assassinate
okay.
what?
Does assassinate give me advantage on this? Regardless.
It's the
And
first
yes, it
round of
does.
combat, yes?
And he hasn't taken his turn.
Yeah, so the only thing you don't get is the auto crit.
Yep.
That will hit. He will react with a shield just to get it up. It's not going to block that attack.
Crit! Oh. I'm gonna sneak attack this. Because it's a crit. Oh, I should have favored foe. What am I doing?
Let's take 1 second here, just to find out damage. Which I just need to check one thing. Okay. That's all fine. First hit. Oath bow. 28, 20 damage. That all applies. Second hit. Crit. 26 damage. 19 sneak damage. All of that damage applies. 65 total so far.
Okay. Last hit. Dread Ambusher. Normal.
$22 damage.
28. And 1. And then I'll scoot back over here. I'll dash to get to here, I guess. There you go.
Portia will start off blessing the party. I'll cast it to get it on all four of you. Trobrian's turn. Running up to the doorway. We'll start with exhaling poison gas. I need a con save from anybody that can be affected by poison.
Oof.
Natural 1.
That's +5 from Ashville, right? Or is that added already? Oh, is the aura now working?
The aura looks like it is indeed working. You gotta roll it from your character sheet, not the creatures. Is your con save any better? +2, so it would be 2 more. It's not gonna matter at all, of course. That's certainly gonna fail. Ashfair fails. Nanoc succeeds.
I would like to. I'd like to inspo that, please.
Inspiration burnt. Reroll a con save. That will succeed.
Oh, the first
55.
one didn't have the bless on either, so it'd have been 8 plus.
And not enough.
No, it wouldn't have been enough.
No, it was a natural 1. It was not enough. You needed a 19. You just barely got it with that last one. Inspiration used. 55 damage.
Oh my god.
Fail safe.
Resistance. Baby.
Resistance for half. 27. Giles. Half damage. Nanoc. Saved half damage.
Yep.
Well, that takes his whole action. He's going to... I'm going to say he pre-buffed himself a little bit here. We're going to give him concentration, and I'm going to have to make some checks. Let me double check. What was that second instant? Damn it. I'm gonna do the math on that. Ooh. Okay, never mind. You knocked it off. So then any bonus action this turn would be the only real question. Which I will say is only bonus action will just be to, yeah, you know what? He'll Misty Step. Fully out of line of sight. Poison fills in front of the three of you. Giles. As you look back up from coughing, the creature is gone.
I wave at Eames to go after him. Move him 30 feet. Or some of his 30 feet. Then let's see if this does anything. I'll have him Psychic Lance. From Reams, that is. So I'll take that charge.
You can counterspell. Now from Eames you can counterspell as well, yes?
Yeah. Oh, I
Your
can
call
counter
if you want to react.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always forget that you can do that, but yes, cool. I'd love to.
The reaction used, counterspell used on both sides. DC 20 intelligence save. He fails.
Does he have legendary resistance?
Nope.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
He really
Beautiful, then
should,
he
shouldn't he?
makes-
But no, he does
Yeah,
not.
I sort of assumed big bosses would, but I guess. Here's the damage, and he's incapacitated.
And let me just make sure.
Yeah.
He's immune to paralyze, petrify, but not incapacitation. $23 damage, and he is incapacitated.
Does he have, like, on him, does he have, like, an area which looks like a control, like, you know, his central control unit or whatever? Would that be his head, or would that be...
I would say it would take an action to investigate or arcana
Oh, okay.
the situation.
No problem.
Right now, all you've done is step into the room and psychic lanced him.
Well, and now I will use my movement to goop past Portia there.
If you have no bonus action this turn, you can use that for an arcana
I
check.
used it to move Reams into the room.
Oh, that's part of movement. Okay. Then yeah, then I'm going to say no time for that yet this turn. You can definitely examine the situation, though.
Yeah. Cool. I will end my turn.
Fail safe. You see Eames fly in and shoot off a beam of psychic energy. And as you step in, Trobriand is just kind of dazed in the corner.
I run off and I'm like, I loosened the jar! And I just run off behind the corner.
Thank you. I'll just do the regular way. I'm gonna get the whacking. I don't like that I said that. Sorry. Oh.
That's gonna hit. Both hit.
Alright, and I am going to Divine Smite both of these. Here in a second. 24.
What type of damage?
Acid. Sticking with the acid.
Sticking with acid, it will work. Alright, 24 damage. 23 damage, 7 smite damage.
Okay. And I'll mark off another.
11 smite damage. Double smites. Very nice. Some solid damage going through. Not finishing the creature.
Yeah.
Nanok the Bronze.
Keep this nice and simple. Into the room,
I know.
right next to Ashbeer. Bonus action. They're gonna cry. I'll mark that off manually. There. And action. I'm going to shape change into a draconic form. So I'll just revert to full dragon size. There we go. Now I'll end my turn.
In full dragon form, as Trobriand stands stunned in the corner. Draconic cry causing advantage on any attacks. He can hear you. Maitake. Giles backs up, coughing some nasty poison out.
Sick.
He's incapacitated. Have at him.
I shall. Okay, what is going on in the room? What am I looking at?
You see a full-size
Oh my
dragon.
god.
Nanok the Bronze having taken dragon form. That's
Okay,
about
fuck
all
it.
you see.
Play safe or go ham?
Giles tells you he's incapacitated.
Yeah, go ham, go ham. I'll bonus action dash, cutting action dash.
As you get into the back of the room, you can see the dragon growing over the metal mage, who looks incapacitated and stunned as Ashfear is wailing into him. Both of them do look injured by the poison. Well,
Alright. I'll favorite foe him this time, I guess.
favorite foe.
I get advantage, right?
Is favorite foe bonus action?
Oh, is it?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, it
No,
might
it's
be.
when you hit a creature. You have to hit first,
I agree.
but that's
Yeah.
fine.
God. Does that hit?
It does. Only because you can't shield.
Favorite foe this. Hmm.
I don't think it applied that damage. There we go. Now it did. 21 and 2. It
Oh.
just hits.
Okay.
AC 20.
7.
24 damage. Okay, slow down. Let me click damage sometimes. There we go. Sneak, go for it.
Bing.
Dang.
Ooh, 6, 6, 6, and
And
2.
favorite
Another
foe
20 damage. One
One damage.
more. I think favorite foe is only one time per turn. Double check. Or is it every time? When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you mark a target as your favorite foe the first time on each of your turns.
First time
Just-
you hit for
Just the first time.
okay.
Not each hit.
My bad, my bad.
You're good. That's still a solid chunk of damage, bringing him down to a grievously wounded state.
Okay.
25. 30.
Oh.
Perfect.
You'll give
Nanok
the
is gonna
health
smack
action
this table.
to Ashfear. Probriand. He is stunned this round. I believe that falls off at the end of his turn, or
Okay.
what exactly is it, Giles?
I'm about to check. It's the start of my next turn.
Start of your next turn. Stunned
Speaking of
until
Nanook,
right here.
so Nanook gets 3 tail attacks before that happens. And then Mataki's turn, I was going to take one. And the Porsche's turn, I was going to take a second.
Bing.
21 will hit.
Alright.
$30 will hit.
And just because, and the Trobian's turn, I'll take the last one.
$24 will hit. Giles,
Alright.
we go to you as the incapacitation falls.
I'll run to here. I'll bonus action. Cantrip, Misty Step. Into the room. I will firebolt.
As he shakes his head back to... He's gonna go for a counterspell.
Oh, is he gonna make me do it again? No, I'll let Failsafe finish him off. Have it your way.
He looks up, "Ugh," quickly shutting out the magic with the flick of his hand. That's his reaction. Anything else on your turn, Giles? That's it. Ashfear.
So, Troby, if I can call you Troby.
You can't.
Shit. Okay. Mr. Trobriand,
I'll be back. My body is hidden. You
okay,
can't
thanks
kill
for
me.
answering my question.
Easy.
Wait, what's that blood on your shoe?
Funny enough, it's, maybe your brain.
That's gonna hit. 24 damage.
Maybe your brain. Funny story.
Oh, wait, this should go. Oh, well, who cares?
That will hit. How do you want to do this, Ashfear?
How tall is he?
He is an iron golem. He's a good 15 foot tall.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna fucking throw the flail at his head. I'm gonna try and smash his head just like I did to his body.
He didn't even get to cast a spell. I mean, he counterspelled, I guess.
Holy shit, I hit that head hard.
You absolutely decimate Trobriand. First killing his lich form, and then smashing apart his iron golem form. A quick decimation of the second.
And that's that?
Last apprentice of the Mad Mage.
Does anyone else feel kind of bad about what just happened?
It felt a little swift. I mean, I suppose that's a kindness in and of itself. But well,
Anyway.
we won though. We should revel in that. Perhaps a quick bit of respite.
I don't know, combat's still going. I'm a little concerned.
Oh, you're quite right.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind. Well, I don't feel that awful. I mean, kind of did this to himself.
What do you mean?
Well, he left himself in whatever vegetative state he was in, so he can be this apprentice.
Nanok, if you were asleep and I bashed your head in, would you be like, well, I was asking for it?
I'm not sure. I'm not Halaster's apprentice.
No, I'm just saying that, it's not an invitation, being comatose, to,
Oh no, I'm
do
not
what you
saying
guys did.
that. I'm not saying that, Giles. It's more, now I've lost my train of thought.
Well, my
Ooh, shiny golem.
Yes, let's look at
You
this,
know what we
guys.
didn't lose?
What?
That juicy experience. Does anyone else feel like they just leveled up?
Again? Hey.
Hmm.
That was the quickest.
Level 17 was tantric, and then like level 18 was just...
Everybody hits level 19.
Like 5 minutes.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Right,
I
what can
feel
I
like
even...
if we really went quick tonight, we might hit level 20.
Honestly.
All right.
I can't up my intelligence anymore.
I can't get any smarter.
Wisdom or strength? Wisdom or strength?
While you guys continue to level up, I'm going to move your tokens together. The party spends a bit of time, and Nanok, you shrink down to a smaller size because this is unmanageable.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's
Fair.
unmanageable.
Nanok would precisely shrink down for that reason.
And we travel back to the wizard's lair. In the meantime, all of you can level up. I'm going to activate Halaster's tower map. We're already inside here. You've already explored some of the first floor. We'll finish exploring this once we hit level 19. Once you're ready, let me know and we'll start imports. Giles, you're missing your health here. 110 minus 71 remaining. You're missing 39 HP. First level spell slot, third level spell slot. 6th level. No hit dice used yet. 9 out of 18. Let me know when you're ready for import.
Yeah.
I should be ready.
Don't forget, on every level up, Giles, you get 2 new spells in your spellbook. Maitake, full health. Missing 2nd level spell slot.
And I think
All your hit dice are good.
my Eyes of
Features,
the Night's favorite
5 out of
foe.
6, 0 out of 1. Alright. Let's update. Easy enough. Spells, mark that off. 2nd level. One of them. That was it. Everything else looks good. Anything cool at level 19, Maitake? Atake. Atake.
Yes.
Did you get anything cool?
I can fly in darkness now.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Steps of Night. You can draw on the mystical power of the night to raise in the air. As a bonus action, when you are in dim light or darkness, you can magically give yourself flying speed.
Maitake, one feature about Halaster's tower is that there are continual flame torches everywhere.
Yeah.
It is bright.
Yeah.
In fact, Maitake, you notice the corners are even lit up. There are no dark spots in Halaster's tower.
How big is the, do we know how big the,
So far, you guys have only really checked out this first floor.
okay. Yeah, sucks to be a
Giles, you
night
good on?
creature here.
You good for import?
No, I'm just looking through feats still.
All right. Fail safe.
Ready.
Fail safe. Let's check your health here. 184 minus 115. You have 69. Very nice. 69 health missing. I'll just roll it so I can damage it. And spells. 2 first level used. That is about it. Features. 3 out of 5 glorious defense. That's about it. Alright, easy enough. Anything cool on your update?
Picked up Alert and an extra 5th level spell slot.
Alert and a 5th level spell slot, cannot be surprised.
I mostly took it for the +5 to the initiative.
Let's go to
Don't roll good initiatives.
that off. Then damage you for 60. Alright, that looks good. Nanok.
Nanok is ready for import. I took the ability score improvement, increasing his constitution to 20. And I picked up 1 additional spell.
2 pack slots used.
Yep.
Mark that off, though. You guys have time to rest, and I think you get those back on shorts.
Yeah.
Update you.
Nanok just takes a nap and he's fine.
We'll mark them off for now. If the party wishes to rest, they could always give that a shot. We'll mark these off. Go to there. Health. Did that heal you? I should have checked that first.
Nanok's not an issue because his health is
Yeah, it's
never
the dragon.
touched. The dragon. But if the dragon heals, we could say that Nanok spent a couple minutes having Giles massage him again.
We'll pass those minutes if you want. The dragon's at 185. For now.
Giles,
Yes.
would you spend a quick minute to massage the dragon?
I'm
Just
just
to
trying to
touch up his-
learn. I'm just trying to learn the whole new. Just give me 1 minute, and he scans the rest of the page. Like, no, right now I know that. Don't make this weird, I say as I start zapping him.
Nanok is 19. Ashvir is 19. Maitake is 19. Giles, are you 19?
I am 19 now. You can import me.
Anything cool on level 19?
Just up my con to 16, and I got a 9th level spell.
$39 damage. First, 3rd, and 6th level spell used up. And 10 out of 19 short rest dice available. First, 3rd, and 6th.
Oh, I get another 6th level spell slot. That's very cool.
Alrighty. With that, everybody is leveled up. I will take care of Portia in the background while we arrive at the Wizard's Tower. You all enter back through that dimensional gate, knowing which door to open.
It was the one at the top left, right?
Did we ever open this one? Or
No.
this one? Over here.
No.
Would you like to?
I'm not going to say we can't.
Okay. We.
Just wait for me to catch up before you do. The kobold's form still has stubby legs.
Pop.
You open up a
Okay.
doorway. Within it, "15-foot tall standing stones. The ceilings are 20 feet tall here. Again, sconces lighting up all of the walls. The main chamber that you enter having the large carved statue of Halaster, but within this doorway, two 15-foot tall standing stones carved into each stone are pictographs of primitive humans using spears to hunt reindeer and fend off yetis.
Well,
Another one?
I will trace Halaster's room on it.
A gate opens,
Oh,
inside of which is snowy landscape. You see a small town to the north. It has a walled palisade made of wood.
Do I recognize it?
is it Riverdale?
What's your familiarity with the Ten Towns?
Riverdale?
As a player, little. I don't know where
I mean,
Faerun that is.
I mean, the character. They're in Icewind Dale in the north. You think your character would know about it?
If
if
it's
not,
sort of
you can roll a
technically the
history
Sword
check.
Coast, I believe all the way up north it's still
It's
does
still
it
the
still
Sword
count as
Coast.
yeah, so then I would say yes.
Grinchander. The first of the 10 towns when heading up to Icewind Dale, as it is the first on the trail road that leads in. Small
It's far.
in comparison to Waterdeep, but one of the biggest of the 10 towns.
Why would a Halaster have a portal here of all places?
Why does Halaster do anything? Because he's a twat.
Fair point.
Perhaps they're simply placed at convenient locations, dispersed evenly, so they can get more or less everywhere within a day's travel.
The Demi-Lich flies over. Well, he likes traveling all over the place.
Matt,
What Demi-Lich?
What?
this
It's
Demi-Lich.
me. It's Branta.
Nunuk will
Brent.
even
You
Fuck
tried
the
to,
skull
threaten
job.
to enslave me last time, but then your internet went out, so we all just pretended it didn't happen.
What?
I don't remember
You-
this.
I remember it. I think it was last week.
I remember.
Giles.
Yes.
I was out for a bit when you were talking with the Demi-Lich. You threatened to enslave it.
Yeah, you should have seen what he said to me. It was really rude.
I really don't recall this. Did this actually happen?
It did.
This did actually happen.
I told him that Halaster enslaved me here, and I was hoping that all of you could help free me. And he says, well, maybe a different type of management.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, it was some messed up stuff.
Not a threat of enslavement. What an...
No, you said some messed up things. I didn't fully say what you said right there. Because we don't need to
Giles,
repeat the
I thought
past.
you learned when we had the slot.
You know, we're all trying to move on from the
as I
terrifying,
recall,
traumatic experience I suffered last
described,
week.
as I recall, I described that my management style would be far more delicate-handed, right?
Luckily for me, your mushroom friend had a little bit more sense in them. Anyways,
Well, that would
I'm
make
just
sense
brewing
if he
some
was
potions.
a willing employee.
Show yourself once.
Huh?
You can't see it.
Floats out of the
There it is.
room. Just a skull with gems for eyes. Tackling jaw. Oh, you know, can't trust a wizard.
Yeah. You know, that would have been a decent way to describe a change of employment. If the person in question was willingly employed.
Giles, we really have to work on your people skills, or HR is going to be all over our ass when we take over.
It's not his fault. I fell into a bad crowd too, you know. It happens.
Oh, now he's throwing shade at you lot.
Well, wait. Nanok shrugs and shuts the door.
I don't like him very much.
Does have a
Osha
point.
says, I'm pretty sure it's a her. Granta?
Yeah.
Hard to tell without their body, I suppose.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I mean, you into phrenology.
You push open a door.
Oop.
Then you close it, and then you open it. A 4-foot tall, 2-foot wide bronze mirror leans against the far wall of an otherwise empty room. Do you look into the mirror?
Giles, you want to go look into that mirror?
No, I mean,
I don't really trust it. If I've learned anything about mirrors in places like this, they usually take your memory.
A memory mirror?
I don't remember that happening.
I
How
don't
would
remember
you?
that happening either.
The mirror took your memories.
Oh my god!
No.
I'm going to look into the mirror at a rush before anyone else does.
Is he just gonna go?
Yeah.
You peer
Run
into the
straight
mirror, only now to remember that you are but a gnome. As you look in, you see a gnome face looking back at you. No, that can't be right. But that's definitely not you. That's a gnome. She starts to talk. Ah! Who are you?
Wait. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you talking to?
I don't remember. It's been so long. I forgot my name.
Well, I am... Nanok will shake his head and... Nanok, the Dragon Slayer.
Yes, I know you're Nanok, the Dragon Slayer.
Halaster trapped me in here a long time ago. Could you help me out?
Giles?
Um,
There's a gnome trapped in the mirror. I just remembered something. I'm just gonna disappear in this corner.
I look into the mirror.
You see
There's
a
a
gnome
gnome
female. Please, you, sir, can you help me?
Perhaps what is the nature of the problem? I mean, aside from the obvious, you're trapped in a mirror. How?
I think just the
When?
obvious.
Do you know how we may? And as he's asking, do you know how we may get you out? He's going to be like looking around the mirror, Arcana checking it.
Give me an Arcana check. She shrugs. I don't know.
Are you evil?
I'll be honest, I don't remember if I was. It's been so long. I don't know who I am.
They look evil.
She doesn't look evil. She looks like a gnome. She's wearing leather armor.
Probably is more than meets the eye here, though.
You can
Do
tell
you know how to?
a magical spell is trapping her within this. A DC 19 dispel magic would likely break that magic, freeing the gnome.
Well, let's go then. Let's see what I can do.
I would also like an insight check before you do it.
Oh, sure.
Good enough that you think a 36 Arcana and a DC 12 Insight. She doesn't know how long she's been in there. You don't know what taking her out would do. How long has she been in there?
Well, what are my suspicions? Like that she would instantly like age, or that she would go insane, or like what am I thinking?
Potentially either. Age, more likely.
Actually, Nanok, a word.
One moment. Nanak will put the chalk down and a half-finished drawing is left on the wall. Yes.
Well, I think I can get her out there. I'm almost certain, but I don't know what the ramifications would be if I did. It's possible it would end in her demise. Now, I am of the opinion that if this is the case, probably for the best, don't you think? Torturous existence she's trapped in there.
That's true.
Let me ask her a question. Hey, gnome lady, does it suck being in there?
Yeah, I can only really see that room. And this room's about as big. And I haven't had anything to eat or do. Nobody comes in here ever. At least not that
That's
I
it.
remember.
Not even Brenda?
Who?
What?
Oh,
Who's?
poor soul.
Do I want to know who Brenda is?
The talking skull.
Eventually.
Portia just leans in. Branta.
Brantha. That makes a lot more sense. But
We're not saying the same thing?
no, I heard Brenda.
You definitely said Brenda.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Does it suck enough in there that if we let you out, it might kill you? We don't know.
I don't want to die. I just want to be let free.
I'm worried that it might not be an option. It's possible that whatever cursed you to your current predicament is the very thing keeping you alive. Now, I can do what I can to get you out of there, but you should know that it may be risky. But if I can't, then, well, your life would be what it is now.
I can't stay in here any longer. Just get me free. Please. I'm sure you can do it.
I'll try.
And I'm going to be giving Nanok the help action on his drawing.
Nanok is just...
Give me a performance roll. Giles.
All right.
Intelligence check.
DC 19.
I'll roll it from Nanok.
Which you nail.
Yes.
The magic is dispelled off of the mirror, and the gnome is jettisoned out. She lands on her knees and her hands as she looks up and begins to fade and crumble to dust.
I'm sorry. I'll try and get that off before her ears turn to ash.
Dust, bones, and a scrap of leather armor behind where she was once alive, or being trapped into the mirror a long, long time ago. But a really cool drawing on the wall of Nanok.
Done.
Nanok, give me a description of what you drew.
Nanok has taken Giles's motive some time ago and has tried his damnedest to make an as accurate as possible depiction of himself to the point where it's even to scale. And then a small motif right next to it. Nanok, the Dragon Slayer, was here.
Very nice.
Well, she's at peace now. Would you say a few words, Portia?
What? Oh, I was leveling up. Or who died?
Oh no, trapped eons ago in this mirror, turned
There
to
was a
ashes.
gnome.
Look, just do the rites, will you?
Right. Yes. She says a few holy words and performs a ceremony. Did she die in battle or anything?
Well, suppose.
Nah,
She was wearing
Giles murdered
armor.
her.
Oh, well then why would Tyr give a shit? Why am I doing the rites?
She probably was dead.
I throw a caltrop at Ashvir's head. It makes it teep down.
I
You
mean,
watch the words. Tin bucket. I did no such thing. Have some empathy. Moitaki, you're standing in the remains. Get out of the remains, for goodness sake.
No, the dust is everywhere.
This woman deserves some respect.
Someone get a broom and a dustpan. Dustpan.
Did you at least
There's-
get her name?
No.
she doesn't remember her own name.
She looks like a Matilda to me.
Let's roll with that then.
May you rest in peace, Matilda. She says, small prayer.
I like the idea that we just created like a bureaucratic nightmare. Where like Kellenborg gets a soul and it's wrongly named. He's like, what the fuck do I do with this? Well, to the wall of souls you go.
Oh no. Oh, awful.
She comes back as a BBEG from extra
Nice
playing
wall
with
art, Nanok.
Yes, thank
You
you.
can just see like her entire enemy battlefield is just nondescript. There's no art anywhere. She says, "You cared more about art than me. I will strip you of all of your enjoyment in life." But no,
That was sad.
for now, just a pile of dust.
We just get
Any who
occasional
traveled this
haunting
far
from
down
Zelda.
here will remember Nanok, the Dragon Slayer, was here. Last mote of pride from the kobold before he passes.
Who's passing?
Hmm?
What?
Nobody.
Okay.
It's fine.
I think Nanok farted, that's all.
Who's passing?
There's a door. Where the shit is Matake?
I think he disconnected.
Is he this fungus? No, that's fungus. Is he this fungus? No, that's fungus.
That's a fungus.
Is he this fungus? Ah!
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, here's that.
Stairway leading up.
The derp. Clip, clop, clip, clop. Pop, pop.
Is it me, or is this like the first time we've gone up in ages?
You know, that is a
Giles,
good
give me
point.
another insight check.
Two.
This is the first time you've gone up in ages. In fact, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh.
You don't think you're in Undermountain anymore?
Did the... Which portal do I suspect it was? The one where we gave the magic item?
The prismatic color.
Ah. We're not in Kansas anymore. We're not in the Sword Coast anymore, maybe even. Perhaps
Yeah,
a
that might as
demi-plane?
Might as well be the case.
What's the holdup?
No.
Just bracing myself.
So what?
Nadok
Do
will
you know
turn
what-
himself invisible.
Do you know what's on the other side of this door?
Now? Oh, I was just looking it up. And then he'll open the door.
Do you cast invisibility? How do you turn yourself invisible?
Allow me to refer to Nadok's feature. But Eldritch Invocation. Which one was it?
The shadow one with shadows?
Yes.
There are no shadows. What is the feature?
Shroud of Shadow. I cast invisibility at will without expending a spell slot. So I cast a spell invisibility and turn myself invisible.
Okay. That is perfectly fine.
Yep.
Just making sure it wasn't anything to do with darkness.
Yep.
The door opens up, inside of which you can see ornate wooden chairs with padded seats and backrests line the walls. Between them, alabaster busts of Halaster atop wooden pedestals. Lying on the floor, a 20-foot diameter frayed circular rug adorned with Halaster's personal rune. Floating 10 feet above the rug is a golden wand with spinning orbs of colored glass at one end. Roll initiative.
Okay.
You just see a wand floating in the room.
Oh, can you drag Eames over from wherever he ended up?
He might not be on the map.
Don't worry, friends. You may not see him, but Nadok is with you.
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Maitake, was that you?
I just
Are you pretending to
have
be?
fail-safe shit. I'm directly beside you.
Let me do this. Counts as a tiny animated object at the moment. Put it in the one item, please. Tiny object floating in the room. There's a wand. We start Maitake. Initiative if you got it.
Oh, sorry.
Probably with Maitake as usual. Maitake at 29 initiative. You're first. You see a wand floating.
This thing in this thing?
Yeah. I'll share the art of what it looks like.
Seems like
this
a
loads.
candle to me.
Well, yeah, okay. Calm
The
down,
token looks-
Maitake. That's the token, yes. I said it's a wand, it's a wand. This is the art.
Oh, that looks very.
I actually know what that
Christmas.
is.
It looks
I know what that
wondrous.
is. Yeah. That's a good one.
Do I shoot it? Do I shoot it?
I don't destroy it. It's pretty wondrous.
I want to destroy it.
Why? Don't do it.
It looks fun to break.
I'll shoot it. Just one attack should be fine, right?
That'll hit.
What happens?
I probably die.
Not reduced to 0 hit points. So it
Oh.
continues to float. That's your first shot. Anything else on your turn?
Should I shoot it again? No, dude.
Yes. Whatever it is, kill it before it does anything.
Alright, shoot it again. Fuck it. It's gonna explode on me, isn't it? Probably.
I'm sorry, I need to roll its initiative. It's not going to be a 29, though. It is pretty fucking high. 19. A 13, or 13 more damage. That will bring it down. So now it crumbles to dust. It crumbles to dust.
Cool. Amazing.
Combat ends.
What was that? What is that?
I feel like we should bring this to Matilda, though. You know, ashes and all that shit.
Portia says, what did you even shoot? I could barely see what it was.
It doesn't matter.
What? What is it?
Well, what was it?
Yeah, what was it?
It was a wand of wonder.
You feel chills down the back of your metal spine.
What is a wonder?
It does make one wonder what a wonder is, doesn't it?
What?
I need a rest.
Well, sorry, we immediately shot and destroyed a potentially priceless object.
I mean, it's just a once-in-a-lifetime artifact that you can find only once.
Yeah.
No big.
See wonder.
Well, you should have said something.
I think he said,
Like,
no,
holds
stop,
its hand
don't
up
should
for a
it.
high five.
Yes,
Does
I
it,
said
kicks them.
don't do it. Why? Why are you doing it? Stop. I mean, please don't do it.
Well, someone said shoot it.
Portia sits.
It was Nanook.
After seeing that gnome and now that wand just collapse to dust, I really need a moment if you'll entertain me.
Failsafe,
in
you do
hindsight-
get the sense, because you are the paladin in the group, there was an evil spirit that seemed to have been possessing that wand.
If it makes you feel any better, Giles, I think the wand was evil.
Oh, it was an evil one.
Yeah.
They're even better.
We're just going to use up a divine sense charge.
Yes.
How does that make it better?
It's rarer, more attractive as an exhibit.
Could it be more
Giles?
precise on what exactly a wand of wonder does?
And what do you mean by attract?
Well, there are a few magical items in this world that they don't have a given outcome. You ever met a wild magic sorcerer? Probably not.
No.
Well, look, suffice it to say that there are uses of the weave that are like precise, such as the ones that I use, and then there are kinds that pretty much just reach into a bag, like our big portable hole, and they pull out a spell, and it casts. The Wand of Wonder, very powerful though it is, probably not the most calculated device to wield, but still very rare. And if it was possessed by evil, rarer still.
It's kind of like rolling a D100.
Yes, yes, exactly. A wonderful analogy.
So that was a wand that could have cast a random effect.
Yes, let me think. I know one of them is a big cloud of oversized butterflies. You can accidentally make
Thinking
yourself
cloud,
fall.
lightning bolt, darkness. An animal appears in the unoccupied space. You roll a new D100 to see what animal. You cast invisibility on yourself. The target's skin turns bright blue for a D10 days. Random effects.
Yeah. Some of those don't sound unharmful.
Let's say the
How were
party takes
you-
a short rest.
Yeah. How would you have planned to have kept that thing in captivity anyway?
Oh, there are ways I could ward off intrusion and.
What if the intrusion is the exhibit itself?
I
A
would
wand
do.
that casts random magic and might have willingly done so.
Well, look, if there were malevolent intents within the wand, I would certainly find ways to subdue them. It's still juicy to say that it was once an evil wand of wonder. You know, it's still a good exhibit. I would, my exhibits are going to be very safe. Isn't that right, Maitake?
I do have to
Don't
say,
answer that question.
all I have to say is that evil wands do tend to gain more value in the market, especially in the future.
So there's like a
See?
timeline where we sold that for.
Well,
Not this
just
timeline.
curious. The emblazoned symbol. Is it a carpet or a rug?
It's a carpet.
Ah, perfect.
I'm
Now
sorry,
we'll-
it's a frayed circular rug, adorned with
Perfect.
Halaster's personal runes. So a rug.
I will.
It really ties the room together.
Are you interested in these ashes then? Of the wand.
Couldn't you
No,
cast
that's
it in?
not something I'd proudly exhibit. I mean,
Yeah.
like that's sort of going. We're subpar archaeologists. We tried to recover an item, but then we destroyed it, and here's that. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
It's
perfect.
that.
Nanak will sweep it under the rug. Literally.
Beautiful.
Literally.
As there is no longer a pile of ash, but there is a inconspicuous lump somewhere near the middle of the rug. But that was a good rest.
The hour passes. You all find yourselves relaxed within Hell Parlor.
Right then.
You think
Start
Halster
this-
has room service?
um,
Oh,
yep, I'm good to go.
should I? Part of me wants to bring my one friend.
Do it. Is it Mr. Mr. McBones? The
Mr.
demon guy?
Bones?
I don't
No.
remember his name.
It refers to the Abishai, right?
Yep, that guy.
I don't
It
remember.
sucks
his
that
name.
the minion is just called Black Abishai. We did name it. I don't remember what the name was. No.
That's on you, buddy. As you summon him in.
Yeah. I spend the hour in the spell slot.
Oh, my name is either, to be honest. You know. The boss man mostly calls me Black Abishai.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means either.
Yeah.
I'm not a dragon, but I feel like a dragon.
It
I'm
feels
kind of
like
also a devil. It's a weird existence. Anyway,
Are you like a liger, but for dragons and devils?
trying to call my mother a dragon? Why don't you open up
I
that
know
door before
his
things get nasty?
moniker was Eater of All.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I think it was like
Yeah.
Fimrir, something like that.
Fimrir. That is exactly what it was. All right, I'm editing this right now.
We ready to open the door?
No time like the present.
Didn't hear no.
You push open doorway. The whole party dies. No. A large pentagram is inscribed on the floor. The Black Abishai just goes, it's like some Asmodeus type shit, huh? As you see, a life-size stone statue of Halaster wearing a blindfold stands in the far alcove. The statue holds a stout staff that has a red dragon's head at each end, and it's pointed towards the pentagram. You see
Nah,
tower
it's
doors
your
on
turn.
either corner. Well,
Yes.
And is this your? I feel like this is your area.
It does it seem like something that I would have seen in the Nine Hells? I mean, it's a pentagram, sure, but
Isn't that
I
a
mean,
tele-
you have seen many pentagrams used in the Nine Hells for different purposes. You can roll an Arcana check or a History check.
a little intrigue on Arcana.
We're in another. Yo, it is a tower.
You don't know the purpose of this pentagram.
There's a double-headed dragon staff over there.
Not one Asmodeus ever used that you're familiar with.
I'm just gonna hover Eames around, and can I do an Arcana on it
Go for it.
as I survey the pentagram? Oh, that was meant to be with advantage. Forget it.
This rune in particular appears to only be a portion of the magic that is binding some beast to this tower.
Something demonic, I presume. Fiendish, rather.
On a 35 Arcana, you also realize there is nothing you can do to this portal, or this pentagram, as it has an anti-magic field permeating the area.
Like within the pentagram, or just the whole room?
Within the pentagram.
As Nenok steps within the pentagram.
All magic and magic items are dispelled as you do.
He quickly steps out of the pentagram, feeling his intelligence wane.
Yes, don't step in the pentagram, it's anti-magic.
Yeah, it's noted.
Part of something that's binding something very large and probably dangerous here.
Or something that Halaster just does not like altogether.
Yeah, that too.
You guys can also give me perception checks on the room. You see 2 secret doors. One in the center of the pentagram, one on the northern wall. Giles, you spot the one as you're examining the pentagram, and with a crit success, Nanok, the northern wall looks like another staircase way that goes up. You see 4 rooms in the corners, though, one of which you came from.
Can I take this staff from the statue?
It's part of the statue.
Ah.
I mean, you can break the statue.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to try to break the statue.
As you go to push in the ends of the staff, you notice that they twist and then click. At which point the secret door in the pentagram simply opens up. Inside of which, a shield, made from the scale of a white dragon. And it has a rune burned onto its outward face. Does anyone speak giant?
Doesn't Portia?
Portia says, oh fuck, I speak giant. She does.
Shit.
She knows common and giant. She says, Uven. It means enemy in giant.
So is that a ward? Something
I
to...
use divine sense. Do I sense anything from the shield?
You don't sense anything negative from the shield. But you do sense that it does seem to have power.
Well, I'm going to stand right here outside that pentagram. Could one of you guys get it?
Yep. I'm gonna yoink it. Yoink.
Why?
Need to make a new shield item for this. 1 second. We're going to add a shield to your loot, and I will just add the details to it. It has an Uven rune, a giant rune, known as the mark of an enemy. It gives you these properties. While holding the shield, you benefit from the following properties. You're immune to cold damage, Winter's Friend. Deadly Rebuke. Immediately after being hit with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to deal necrotic damage. Bane. You can cast it from the shield, spell DC 17. No concentration required. Gift of Vengeance. You can transfer the magic to a non-magical weapon by tracing the rune onto your finger. The transfer takes 8 hours, requires 2 items to be within 5 feet of each other during that time. The shield would be destroyed and the rune would swap over to your other weapon. It also counts as a +3. It is a +1 shield, it should be. I'll fix that. It counts as a +3 when, if it is a weapon, being used against aberrations, celestials, constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, giants, or undeads.
That's kind of sick.
That's the Uven rune. Make it magical +3 there. All set. You pull an Uven shield out of there. You also find a secret door to the north. And 3 doors you've yet to check.
Yeah.
Well, let's not dally.
Who is
Also like
Dally?
Dilly.
As you open up a door, room 31, an art studio. Brushes held by invisible hands are dabbing paint onto rectangles of canvas, propped up by 4 wooden easels. At the same time, floating hammers and chisels are nibbling away at a large block of stone. Posing next to the stone, Halaster Blackcloak in a seductive pose. All of it
Seductive?
illusory.
Yeah.
You see he's draped with just a light cloth over his nipples. And he says, "It is seductive, isn't it?" And he gives you a wink. Then he gets back into pose.
The statue talk.
It is an illusory image of him posing.
Stupid, sexy Halaster.
Yes, you know you like it. Now out. They're not done yet.
Looks like you've got the eyes for me.
Let's close the door.
There is nothing of value in that room. As you
Say the
step
close it,
away,
but you said-
the room to the north. Portraits hanging on the walls. You can see that this room, furnished identical to the room across the way, which you guys haven't opened, so that doesn't really matter. What you see, let me see, I'm just going to read that other description, I suppose. Here it is. 7 tall frame portraits hang on the wall of this room. Embedded into the wall beneath each portrait is a small bronze plaque bearing a name. And as you examine those names, you see Rantantar, a fat, frowning man, scarred by fire. He wears a purple robe and grasps what looks like a wand of wonder.
Twist the knife. Why don't you?
You realize that was his evil spirit. That was his wand. Nestor, a handsome, slender man with thinning hair and a penetrating stare. He wears a plain black robe and many rings on his steepled fingers. Tattooed on his forehead is a tiny black rune. A DC 10 Arcana check. You know that that is the rune of necromancy. He's a red wizard of Thay. Trobriand, the metal mage. A stoic, bearded man with black hair, black robes, and tinker's goggles. Perched on his shoulder is a tiny iron scorpion. Muriel the Misshapen, an ugly but powerfully built man with messy brown hair and a cruel sneer. He wears battered plate armor and has a steel helm with a scorpion motif tucked under his right arm. Clutched in his hand is a longsword that drips blood. Arcturia, a straw-like hair, bony figure, blue-tinged skin. With an exasperated expression, she wears a wide-brimmed conical hat and a robe of butterflies. She holds up a finger, above which is floating a tiny glowing sigil. Too much planescape. DC 10 Arcana confirms that that is the school of transmutation. Marambra, Nightsteel, a striking woman with long auburn hair and an empty, distant gaze. She wears a black robe and holds a staff topped with a rune. Evocation. And then you see one labeled Jasira Kesselharp, a young, plain-looking woman dressed in a yellow and blue robe. Her face betrays the subtlest hint of a smile, but her portrait has been slashed in half. And as you step past it, you hear the faintest whisper. So close.
Did you say something, Maitake?
No.
Weird.
Jones is going to lay down the portable hole and then have his mage hand lift into the hole. Whichever portraits depict someone we've defeated on our way down here. I think that's most of them.
It is many of them.
Here, let me help. I'll start in the opposite corner and I'll lift up a portrait. identify who it is before throwing in the portable hole.
Well, they all have names, so they're all easily identified. Giles, you recall this final one. I don't know if you, the player, recall who just here at Kessel Harp is.
She's the one in the astral plane, right?
In the astral plane.
Put me in a bookcase. Not best pleased about that.
Put you on a bookcase. As you walk past her portrait, you hear the whisper.
Ah, right. Does the portrait look in some way like connected to her imprisonment? I'm gonna try an Arcana check. That.
You can see that it looks like it needs to be repaired, as it has been ripped asunder.
Oh.
A mending cantrip or similar magic might do the trick.
I'll lean it up against the wall and just pass my finger up the seams that are ripped and try and put it back together.
As you seal the portrait back together with a mending spell. The image appears to come to life for a moment within the portrait. She removes a ring from her finger, causing it to tumble out of the painting and onto the floor in front of you.
Oh. I will pick that up. Is she still in motion, or is the picture like? Does it look like I can talk to her, or?
You hear her voice. This will protect you from his magic, his restrictions. You're so close, adventurers. He's upstairs.
I'd like to quickly identify this ring.
You cast Identify, identifying it as a horned ring. I'll add it to your loot.
Horned ring, eh? Oh. Friends, this is a fantastic boon. Gather
Such a
round.
gift.
No.
All right, well then listen from there, you sour grapes. You keg for sour grapes.
I just want to explore. I'm sorry.
No. It's quite all right. This ring here, it will waive the magical restrictions of the Undermountain. If we wish to cast Wish, or teleport out of here, or plane shift, or anything, I can make that happen.
That is powerful. Something particularly useful for yourself.
So, do I understand it that if I can cast a spell that gets us all out of there, like a teleportation spell?
No
Or does the-
restrictions to magic apply to you.
Okay, so that means they can
Wish
use
can
my
work,
teleportation.
astral projection, teleport, plane shift, word of recall, thoroughness, all of that can work. Sending works just fine. Nothing will be prevented now.
I'm immediately going to start attuning to that. Just going to unattune to my ring of protection. Flip that ring on.
You gather the rest of the portraits for the much later museum.
Yeah.
Out of
Portia
curiosity, do you want
peers
hers
into
as
the
well?
next room. Everyone, you should see this. What'd you ask, Nanok?
Yes, sir. Yes, we do want to
Her
take all.
portraits.
Take all of them.
Take all. Yeah.
Take them all.
Nanak will put the last portrait into the portable hole. Kind of clap his hands together.
Ashfield, you see what first look to be realistic paintings of cityscapes. You see the north gates of Waterdeep, the south gates of Waterdeep, the Sword Maiden, the walk-in statue in the North Ward, the Hero's Garden, the park in the Sea Ward. You see the House of Wonder, the Temple to Mistra in the Sea Ward. You see the Font of Knowledge, the Temple to Ogma in the Castle Ward. You see Agaron's Tower in the Castle Ward. You see the Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward. You see the Castle Ward Market. You see the interior taproom of the Yawning Portal, the entrance to the Undermountain. And as you're looking at that, you realize that it's not a realistic painting. It's not an illusory magic. That is the Yawning Portal. Scrying paintings of the entire city of Waterdeep.
Gross, he's a peeping Tom.
Oh. Well, I suppose invasion of privacy is probably not the weirdest thing he's ever done. Still, it icks me out.
A large room filled with a pentagram. And then a side room where he can see all of Waterdeep. And you're worried about him peeping. I do hope we make it out of here.
Well, what do you think it is?
No, he could be planning this the whole time. He's watched us every step of the way.
I mean, I knew he was evil, but I was kind of hoping he would at least not diminish people's dignity, I guess.
Oh, just the whole I'm going to take over the city, then the world. It's all a bit old hat, don't you think? I mean, how many times has that one been done?
You all gather to the final door.
Thank you. As the server has decided I am no longer allowed to move.
Alright, it seems laggy for some people. The Black Abishi from rear says, I like this room the most. I hope the next is as good.
We will
Or
see.
is bad. Ha ha ha.
I like what you did there. You shove open the secret doorway, leading to a staircase up.
Yeah, Bennox did not want to.
We will teleport you guys one by one here. Hold on. Teams go in the portal. And then my time. I gotcha.
Go for it.
Portal.
Thank you.
Such tight corridors. Bring for a vestibule, man. I mean, come on.
As you go to push open this door, Ashfear, you see another parlor, identical to the one before. And as you walk in, you each receive a telepathical message from Jasira. The Mad Mage waits for you beyond the next door. Prepare yourselves.
Is this really it?
must be. How much farther can he be?
Well, you heard Jazeera. Let us prepare ourselves.
And then observe as we find out he has an entire anti-magic field in there.
Well, I mean,
Well, I can pre-bless everyone. It will only last a minute, so you have to act quickly. Is there anything else? I
Perhaps-
should aid people too. Let's cast aid.
I've got 8 as well.
I'm gonna drink a potion of Storm
Uh,
Giant Strength.
I will drink this potion of maximum power.
And also this potion of invulnerability.
Potion of invulnerability, I guess. Aid. What else do I have? Sanctuary, lol.
It's 1 minute though, so
I'm gonna create buffs for everything that is a potion of invulnerability. How long does that last?
I have a
No.
question when you have a second, Nick.
Can I
For
get an
1
answer to
minute.
that question first? How long does the invulnerability potion last?
A minute.
1 minute? Okay, so you guys will want to move like immediately. We'll say you do this last. Potions of invulnerability. Ashfear, you're drinking that one. You're also drinking
Yeah.
Storm Giant.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put haste on myself as well, and that'll be it. For me.
Alright, let me create a Storm Giant potion. What's the question, Giles?
So we've spent some time in the Hells. I'm wondering if Giles would have laid his eyes upon a red Abishai.
Is it for summoning purposes or something?
It is for shape-changing purposes.
Sure.
Then in preparation, Giles will try some new magic. Ooh. I am giving up the 9th level slot for this though. Tricky times. Oh, I only have it prepared, so easy choice. I will shape change into a red Abishai.
Very cool.
Wait a minute.
But I'm a red Abishai who still has the robes on, and I think I still hold. Let's see. It had a long bit about that. You choose whether your equipment falls to the ground, merges into new form, or is worn by it.
Yeah. That is how the dragon can benefit from the blue dragon mask. As well as he just has a bag of holding around his neck, like a little purse.
Type token hovered by anyone friendly. Update. Ownership will be Giles. As the whole the whole party becomes dragons.
Yeah, there we go.
Aid will
Ow.
be cast. The 3 of you. And then she will do bless. For all 5. And as that bless goes off, is there any other potions that were consumed I haven't buffed anyone with yet?
I'll drink invulnerability as well.
Anok?
Nanak will also drink his potion of invulnerability. And
Atake, did you
before
drink any
that,
potions?
Yeah, potion of invulnerability.
Oh, sick.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
So I have tiny hut.
Does it pertain
Can
to
I?
the immediate?
Sorry.
But yeah, go ahead.
So since we're like prepping right now, can I like tiny hut like right at the door so that the radius is like outside the door?
Sure, but you're all drinking 1-minute potions, so... Is Tiny Hut an action? Does it take 10 minutes?
I can do for 1 minute.
It takes a
Like,
minute to cast?
It takes a minute to cast, so could I do it before we drink potions?
Want to cast Tiny Hut on the doorway? Sure.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles.
You will have had to have planned this before the potions, but yes, you cast Tiny Hut, a little 10-foot dome. You'll have to stay in it for it to continue to exist.
I'll see how that goes.
I put on a potion of flying. Do you just want me to use the flying spell?
Yeah, I'll buff you with flying, that's fine.
Yeah. Flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Which is 40.
Yeah, you have flying, that's fine.
Oh, it's 80 because of haste. Jesus.
And then
Is haste you're casting it? Okay, let's slow down a little bit.
I need to list things out.
Haste is fine. There's only so much. You guys are going to start to cut into actions, or I mean rounds of the other potions, right? So
Yeah.
So haste and potion. You could have done the other potions before. You're going to limit yourself a little bit here if you guys start taking up extra rounds to do more and more. So let me just do this properly.
The flying and storm giant are 1 hour, which is...
That's fine. So you could have taken those before.
Yeah.
Potion of flying. Mark that off. You got a lot of potion buffs. That's pretty damn nice. Any other potions that are going off? Potion of flying, potion of storm giants, potion of invulnerabilities all around. Portia says, wait, I don't have that many potions.
Yeah.
Wait, I do have a potion of invulnerability. I'll drink that.
What else
I guess
do I
in
do?
hindsight, Nana could have used an oil of sharpness before the potion of vulnerability.
Oil of sharpness?
Yeah. Applying it to the Dragon Slayer.
Oil of sharpness. Beautiful. That will give you a +3 to your weapon attack and damage, I believe.
Yep.
Double check. Consumables, potions. There. Mit. Oil. The main reason I'm making these buffs is because we're going to obviously be doing the fight next week as we get to the end of our time here. But as the door gets pushed open, as the party has prepared the fight, the tiny hut down, the potions chugged. The party moves in, and I know you're staying where you're at, my Take. I'll keep you in the room. As you peer into this chamber, let me give you a full description of the mage's room. Steps ascend a raised alcove that contains a purple marble throne, surrounded by stacks of aged books. Carved into the wall behind the throne is Halaster's personal rune, and beneath the rune is a locked iron chest. There's a statue on the other side. On the opposite side of the room, there is a life-size statue of nude Halaster wearing just a cowboy hat, riding a donkey. Inscribed on the floor in the middle of the room. He's riding a donkey.
Oh god.
I'm taking this.
It's a 40-foot diameter circle of a glowing rune. As you hear Halaster's voice, congratulations. You all have made it further than any of us would have predicted. With that being said, I shall give you all one chance to subjugate yourselves to me and become my new apprentices.
Failsafe just gives the middle finger up into the air.
No, thank you.
Really? After everything that you've been through, my obstacle course and all of that, you don't want to have a little bit of a 100-year jaunt with me?
Not after seeing that statue, no.
You mean the guy who came up with teleported?
Ah, teleported. That was a good one. Speaking of, why don't you prove yourself to me one more time? Let's teleport a friend here. Now, she owes me a favor. Quick little history lesson, if you have the moment. I'm sure you do. Those potions aren't ticking down or anything.
All right, let's go.
Wait.
Monologuing. Attack!
I would like you to meet my friend. Her name is Nalkara. Nalkara! And he claps his hands. You don't see him yet, by the way.
Yeah.
Spawning into the center of the room. An Empyrean.
Oh.
A giant of a creature. You guys can roll religion checks.
Religion.
Funny thing about Nalkara. You see, she's Oral's evil daughter. Isn't that a lot of fun? And she owes me a favor. And in this case, Nalkara, if you'd be so kind, kill them. You all see an Empyrean, a celestial, a child of a god, born and raised in the upper planes. We roll
Nanok, how would you
initiative.
like to become Nanok the Godslayer?
Against a deity.
I'd like to become a god.
Oh, one thing at a time, eh?
Shape ranges.
We'll get those
As-
initiatives in and we'll pick up on it next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure if my initiative will register. Let's find out. It didn't even register my religion check earlier. I don't think it will.
Alright, I need everyone to not roll higher than
So, Ashfair, is the reason that you want to be a god so that you can be omniscient so that you'll win at gambling? Just by any chance?
I didn't even think about that.
Speaking of winning at gambling,
Like, you didn't.
you have to go.
Have a good one.
Okay.
We'll pick
See
up on
ya.
this next week here
Farewell.
as Nalkara begins to battle the party.
Sweet.
Okay, I have a list here. We're ending the session here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, anybody on stream. We will see you all next time. You guys can stick around.